Okay, this here is a little video on magazines with Archangel stocks. This is one I really like, but I've seen it a couple different times where people are complaining about the magazines falling out. So I ended up going and buying other magazines thinking that would fix the problem. First of all, when I was first putting them in with the rounds in the magazine and the bolt closed, it wasn't locking in all the way. It was hitting this. It was hitting my action. So what I done is on each of them, I took a nail file and just filed that plastic down a little bit. Then it started locking into place very well. Okay, next problem is I took it to the gun range and the recoil has a pretty weak spring in here and it would drop my magazine out when I had fire. So I looked at it and realized what was going on. The lighting's going to be horrible in here. So this lever here was not going all the way forward to lock that magazine in all the way. So I was a little nervous about doing this. I'd called up Archangel and they were like, yeah, send it in and everything, but I didn't want to replace this. I knew it's all manufactured, so what I done is I took a little nail. You can hammer this little pin out right here. I'll set the phone down and hammer it out real quick. Okay. Got it out. Okay, I'll set the gun back down on there. So the spring did fall. This is what I done to it. Okay, I took a little grinder and I ground that down just a little bit to move that lever forward. I also heated this up in the vise, and I took a hammer and tapped this forward, going, this way to bring this out a little bit more to create better contact with the magazine. Also, the spring that I dropped, here it is in there. I'm gonna go to Ace and find me a little bit stronger spring to put in there. Now, I did put this back together and everything, and it's locking into there a lot better. It has to come further forward now in order to drop the magazine. Before, it would just barely move just a little bit like that. Now it's got to move about the width of this. It's going flush up to the magazine now, if you know what I mean. So I modified this, real simple to do. It took a little nail and a hammer and a grinder and a torch just to fix it. I'm also going to put a stronger spring in there, so when I do fire, it's going to take a little bit more force to push the lever back. It works great the way it is now, but I'm going to replace that spring and then take it to the range and see how it works. I guarantee this is going to fix the problem. And yeah, that little pin right there, it just comes out nice and simple. No big deal. Piece of cake. Anyway, it's a nice gun, huh? Yeah, I love the chassis. Everything moves on here nice. It's very adjustable for what I've got here. And yeah, now I've got me two 10-round magazines and the magazine it came with. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I put a Picatinny rail on the front, just bolted it on. If you look down in there, you could probably see the bolts. But works great. I am gonna put me a little bit nicer bipod on there than that. Something I'm not gonna get so much bipod hop with, but so far, I love it.